Hello, I'm Colleen Bierstein, or better known as the Smart Cookie Cook. You guys know that I like to make some pretty elaborate things in the kitchen. We've done everything from homemade conversation hearts for Valentine's Day, to cakes that look like chocolate bunnies, to little mini rainbow sugar cookies with a homemade vanilla glaze. Now, those things are fabulous. But not everything you make in the kitchen has to be over the top. So today marks the beginning of my sweet and simple video series. Every now and then we're going to do some really easy recipes that require maybe 5 ingredients tops in just a couple minutes to do something really awesome with your food. And today's recipe is going to be homemade tortilla chips. I know you're wondering why we even need to bother making them by yourself. You can just go to the store and grab a bag. Okay, first of all, it's a lot cheaper to make things at home. That goes for almost anything, and that includes tortilla chips. Plus, you don't know what you're getting in those bags. You read those lists of ingredients and there's some scary, unidentifiable ingredients there. At least when you make it at home, you know what you're getting, you know what you're putting into it. And you have control over the food when you make it yourself. You want to make whole wheat tortilla chips? Go for it. It's all in your hands. Oh, and let me tell you the most important reason we're doing this at home. It's much, much tastier to make your own tortilla chips. And all you need today, some flour tortillas from the store. It doesn't have to be fancy. I just get store brand because, again, it's cheaper. You just need some vegetable oil we're going to brush the chips with so they get nice and golden and crisp when they cook. And some salt for just a little bit of flavor. And the possibilities with these homemade chips is going to be endless. So, first thing first, let's chop up our chips. Now this is another great thing with making your chips at home. You can make them whatever size you want them to be. I'm going to keep them in their little stack here. There's no need to separate them and cut them individually. You're just making more work for yourself. Grab yourself a big old knife and go ahead and slice them however you want them. I'm going to go down the middle once. Kind of like you're slicing a pizza. And if you want big chips, leave them the size. It's up to you. The bigger the chip, the more the dip. So I'm going to go kind of diagonally like this. That's a good Smart Cookie size chip, don't you think? Alright, so I got myself a pile of chopped up tortillas here, and the next thing we gotta do is bake them. So I'm going to lay them out. You want them in a flat, even layer. Don't stack them on top of each other because that's going to prevent the ones on the bottom from browning. You want to make sure every chip is nice and crisp. You can kind of do this like a puzzle so you can squeeze in as many as possible. Kind of fun. And as you can see, 1 pack of tortillas makes a lot of chips. It's deceiving because you look at the bag and you're like, is this going to be enough? Is that proof enough for you right there? It's plenty. In fact, I accidentally, being the scatterbrained smart cookie I am, bought 2 packs. I grabbed it, grabbed the 2 packs, but it just felt like one when I picked it up. I don't know how I managed this stuff. But so what I'm going to do is just pop the extra pack in the freezer. And that's good for you to do too. Buy an extra, put it in the freezer, and then you have some on hand the next time you need them. Let's say you need chips to the party. Don't have to go to the store, you already got the tortillas. Okay, next. I got myself some vegetable oil. We're going to brush the tortillas very lightly with this. This is going to make sure they get nice and crisp, but what we want to make sure is that we don't saturate them because then they'll be soggy. Just the right amount of oil on each little chip. You just want them glistening, It doesn't have to be this super thick layer. Okay, once you have your chips getting coated in the oil, we're going to do a quick little sprinkle of salt just for some flavor. Another great thing, you get to control the salt content. I tell you, those chip companies, they go crazy with the salt. So just a little sprinkle. Alright. Now I've got my oven heated to 400 degrees. We're going to pop these in and let them bake up till they are crispy and golden brown. There we go. We are only a couple minutes away from delicious, crunchy, homemade tortilla chip goodness. Are you guys ready to see these golden brown beauties? Check this out. Talk about some crispy, crunchy goodness. I wish they weren't piping hot because I would seriously like to eat them, but I will let these cool just a couple of seconds and then we're gonna bite in. Okay. Alright, now I want you guys to listen real closely to this crunch right here. I can't get over how crunchy and delicious this is, even though it was only 3 ingredients. It took us like 10 minutes to make. That's insane. The possibilities here are endless. And that is a seriously sweet and simple dish. So the next time you need a super quick, super awesome snack that only needs a couple of ingredients that I bet you already have on hand, just ask yourself this: well, what would the smart cookie cook?